Hi Leo, welcome. This is Taurus Tarot and I'm Joy. And we are getting an energy read for Leo for the month of May. So I'm asking, what is the energy for Leo for the month of May? What's the prevalent energy for Leo for the month of May? So some things that I was getting earlier was like resurrection, rebirth kind of feeling, and it was really feeling like, okay, I'm at the point of I'm like at a, like, if this is not the lowest point, then it's pretty close. And okay, I've been there, and I'm ready to no longer be there. I'm ready to move on from that. I don't want to be there anymore. It's pretty dark there. That's just kind of the big overall feeling that I'm getting for Leo for the month of May. So far we've had the Devil come out, the Three of Wands, the Moon, and the Ten of Swords. So yeah, so definitely some interesting themes going on. And then the last card to come out was the Magician, which I'm glad fell out, because I thought that was the end of it, and then Magician popped out and I was like, whew, thank you. That just felt a whole lot better. So this is, this here, the Devil, was really, I was really feeling this as like some really low vibrational feelings going on, like like self-pity and self-loathing, and just really in a space of like feeling really sorry for yourself, like and this is actually something that came up for another sign as well, but it was about like being in this space where of self-pity, where it's everybody else around you is causing the problem and causing these heavy feelings for you, and that's a really sad place to be. That's a really hard place to be, because when that is your outlook, when your perspective is that these heavy feelings that you're experiencing are coming from someone else and you have no control over them, then it's really hard to get out of those feelings, right? Whereas on the other hand, if you take full responsibility for your feelings and you understand that your feelings are really a product of thoughts that may be attached to a particular experience, and where are those thoughts coming from? So when you experience something negative, or you experience something, okay, because there is no negative experience, when you experience something and it brings up all of these negative feelings in you, it is crucial that you ask yourself, why am I feeling these feelings? Why am I feeling this way in response to this particular experience? What does this experience bring up for me? Does this experience bring up feelings of lack, feelings of worth, self-worth? Does this experience for me, am I interpreting it as confirming my belief that something's wrong with me? And is that at the core of the anger that is being expressed outwardly, right? So outwardly, I have an experience, and outwardly I express anger over it. But what is actually underneath that anger. Because anger is like, a secondary, tertiary feeling, meaning there's always another feeling that underlies it, right? That is at the base of it. And so if you're not examining what that is, then you're going to continue going through those same patterns of like action reaction. You experience something, you have a negative reaction to it. It's only when you are able to really go deep within yourself and ask yourself those questions and process your feelings and figure out, why they're there, what they're trying to tell you, which is often that something inside in your framework, needs to be healed and reorganized and thought of in a very different way, that is more beneficial to you than than harmful. Okay. So I hope I'm really trying to express this in a very clear way, because this is huge for you. So I feel like you've really been experiencing some really, really low points, some really low vibrational feelings. And unfortunately, they've been feelings of like self-pity. And my message to you is, please examine those feelings, and please acknowledge that those feelings are coming from something within you, and they are not coming from something outside of you. It's just that whatever is happening outside of you is triggering those feelings to come up within you. And it's only you who can move yourself outside of those lower vibrational feelings. And that is by examining them and processing them and healing them and then letting them go. Okay? But like, I really feel like you're still in the process of that. Like, it's almost like you kind of understand that on a somewhat intellectual level. So you understand the importance of examining your feelings, but yet there's some kind of blockage there for you that is not allowing you to actually do it, to actually practice it. Right now, you're still just kind of intellectually understanding it, and you're not bringing it down into your reality. And these two cards to me are really speaking of that. Yeah, there's some kind of blockage, and I don't know what it is, and it just kind of really goes back to the self-pity. Yeah, like feeling stabbed in the back, feeling like somebody else did you wrong, somebody else created these feelings within you. That's not the way it works. You create your own feelings. You really do. And until you are really fully able to accept that, then moving out of difficult, challenging feelings is going to be hard for you. Okay? You need, really process this, understand it, examine it, ask the hard questions. And maybe you might not get answers right away, but if you keep probing, they'll come. And ask Source for help. But it's hugely important right now that you explore the subconscious, that you explore those past frameworks that you created. To me, when I say framework, it's almost like the lens through which you look at life, and those are created through past experiences, and maybe you put up some walls for protection, and maybe it was necessary when you built those walls. Maybe you needed to have those walls for protection, but this is going within and asking yourself the kinds of questions like that, like, oh, do I still really need those walls? Do they still serve me well, or do they actually harm me by not allowing me to fully be vulnerable and experience life in a very rich and meaningful way, right? And sometimes you have to go back and you got to change your thinking. You got to change your thought framework. That's the part of growth. That's the part of evolving, right? It's human evolution. You know, our bodies, you know, are not evolving, you know, very quick, or, you know, we don't have the ability to evolve our bodies very quickly, but our thinking, our energy that comes along with that, and our energy really is our being, and we have the potential to change that immediately. But it does take some effort, you know. So it's important that you put in that effort, and if you feel like you're not moving anywhere, I really understand that as a signal that there's something there that is very difficult for you to acknowledge and accept, and you gotta keep, even more so, you have to keep chipping away at it until you find out what it is, and you're able to release it. Okay, and so the last card that fell out was the Magician, and that just, when it fell out, I just felt a huge amount of hope for you, that you will really be able to come out of this and bring some really great experiences into your life that, you know, that are going to be huge for you, because there will be a realization of this power that you actually have, right? And so that's what this whole thing here too, right? Waiting, you know, being in a state of these low vibrational feelings, right? Like, you know, fear and sadness and loathing and you know, that kind of you know, painful stuff, until you acknowledge that you are the creator of your reality, right? Then you're gonna stay here, okay? But once you realize you are the creator of your reality, you are the creator of you know, how you process information, all of that, that's all up to you. Then you know, you'll be able to move forward out of lower vibrational feelings more quickly and into higher vibrational feelings more quickly. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you, because this is big for you. Okay, anyway, Leo, aloha and namaste. Take care.